we got to the car, and I'm just bawling my eyes out, and my dad look at me and tell me, "Hey, stop that crying. I'm not gonna whoop you or anything. I'm happy and proud that you told me the truth."
Right. Be my only way. Be my one away. You're my only way.
Hey,
My
welcome,
heart break.
welcome to Kicking with K and K. I'm your boy Kamar,
And I'm Kaylee.
and we always say show up for the fun.
Stay for each other.
Guys, we're gonna jump into the topic of parenting and how the rules of parenting, which is really none. Really, there's no book on parenting, guys, and there's no coach, there's no teacher. I mean, you kind of learn about how you grew up a little bit, and what you've seen, but not taking the whole entirety of it, but basically kind of just spinning it in your own way and trying to raise your kids a better way than how you was raised.
Right. You take the good parts, leave those, and then the parts that you didn't like, and try to do better.
Yeah, I mean, because sometimes in life, I think as parents we get overstressed. I think we get trying to do the best we can and overdo it a little bit sometimes, and I think that's one thing that really kind of hurts us mentally,
Mm-hmm.
and hell, sometimes even physically. You know, as our kids grow up, we want them to be able to trust us. You know, I believe if a kid done something and they're scared to tell their parents what happened, or what they did, I mean they don't trust to tell their parents because they might get upset, which is valid, which is fair. But the fact is that I think kids should still tell your parents, be open with them, and the parents. The only way we can do that if we establish that trust.
Right.
Hey, Dad, I broke the vase. Well, I'm glad at least you told me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I get to tell you why we should be running in the house or playing football in the house, and
Mm-hmm.
why why running and playing football is an outside sport, not an inside sport. You know, school them a little bit, let them know, no, this is not what we do.
Right.
But I'm glad that you told me, guys. Get on that validation, that open that gate, that bridge, and say, hey, let me know if something happened, because if you don't tell me what happens, I can't tell you. Like, I can't help you in any kind of way, guys. I remember when I was growing up, I I went to school like an ordinary kid, and it was one day where we was in the bathroom, and it's back in my day a little bit, but boys play these weird games like 30 seconds in the bathroom. If you're from Detroit, you know what I'm talking about, when you go 30 seconds just fighting and throwing hands. Beep, 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 beep. That's all they say. You know, obviously it's stupid, but these boys don't know no better. So anywho, this big fat kid walk in there, you know, and he going 30 seconds. I'm just minding my own business. I'm trying to get in the bathroom. I'm trying to get out the bathroom and get my ass to class. But this kid, was talking a lot of crap,
Mm-hmm.
and then he say your mama, blah blah blah. I'm getting heated a little bit. It's not till he got his big ass stomach against me. My dad came in. Obviously, I was nervous and scared because my dad didn't send me to school to fight. He didn't send me to school to not be in class. He sent me to school to get my education. But this is how I knew my dad was always on my team, was always gonna have my back no matter what. So I'm sitting there crying, and the teacher said, "Well, son, my dad said to him, look, I ain't trying to hear what y'all got to say. I'm here to hear what he got to say." So I came to my dad. I looked at him, and my dad was a tall dude. So yeah, and he said, what happened? And then he's like, "Look, Kamar, if you don't tell me the truth, I can't help you." And right then and there, I'm like, "Well, my dad will help me if I tell him the truth. Like he'll believe me if I tell him the truth." So I told him that this guy was messing with me, and he pushed me against the wall in the bathroom, and you know, and then my dad told the teachers off and told them, like, "What the hell was y'all doing? Why was y'all there?" You know, and how long he got. Like I think I was suspended for like a day or two. But we got to the car, and I'm just bawling my eyes out. And my dad looked at me and tell me, "Hey, stop that crying. I'm not gonna whoop you or anything. I'm happy and proud that you told me the truth." And that made me proud. That made me happy to hear him say that. And from not, I mean, from then on, that's how the gateway got kind of created.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not bad to tell your parents the truth because guys, the truth really can help you because nobody gonna fight for you like your parents.
Amen.
Nobody gonna go through hell and high water like your parents. I would like to see anybody take my daddy down, rushing through them classrooms. So we came through the classrooms, I already knew what it was. When my dad looked for me, he looked for me. you know, uh, I can never forget the day where he was looking for me. And that's what I'm saying, guys. We got as parents keep an eye and a track on our kids because
Mm-hmm.
you never know they're missing or they're gone. But back in the day, you had to be home before the street lights came on,
Oh
and
yeah.
but it was something that happened. I can't remember, but I think like my dad came looking for me, but me and my brother, we wasn't nowhere to be found. My dad know we was at three places, uh, either at school, the library, or the Friendship House. And the Friendship House is a place we got like free cookies and stuff. This lady, old lady, she used to give it to us. She was really sweet, Miss Judy. But yeah, so I walked everywhere. So it took me a while to get places. But my daddy, so he came in, and it's a library. So library, you gotta be quiet. I'm saying what my friends told me because I wasn't there present at the time. But man, he's like, "Man, twin, man, your dad came. Your dad came to the library. He did. What happened, bro? He came in, looked mad as fuck." Oh, that's my day look. And he came in. He looked around. He like, "Where the fuck the twins at?" And like, people like look around. They're like, and my friend Deontay was like, he was like, nobody said shit to him. Nobody like shushed them or nothing like that, like they do us. They looked at him, and and that's why I get my kind of appearance and stood from my dad because as parents and as kids, we kind of resemble people that we look up to or who raised us.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another important part to me anyway, as a parent. Because if you're doing that, that means you do your job. But so he looked around, and he saw my friends at the table, like he recognizes people that I hang out with. Okay, so he walked over there, and one dude I think came to him and told him he can't do something. I don't know. My friend Deontay was like, "Yeah, this dude was like, hey man, you can't be so loud. Why the fuck can I?" All serious and shit. Oh no, man, you got it. Yeah, I know I do. Again, where the fuck the twins at? Oh no, we haven't seen them, man. We haven't seen them. No, we don't know. We don't know. Everybody looking at shit scared. And like he getting my friends I hang out with, like, y'all know where they at? No, no. And my friend Albert, no daddy. Cause that's how intimidating he was. And then, nobody knew nothing. So he walked out. And the guy who work at the library, who sees us all the time, play Yu-Gi-Oh! And hang out and stuff, he came to my friends sweating like, who the fuck was that? That was the twins, daddy. That dude was scary as fuck. But I mean, that's how I wanted my parents to be, like my dad, because my dad never gave a fuck. He don't care. He was never the type to back down from nobody or did anything wrong. Like, he was that type of dude. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing about being a parent is, and we kids, as kids, we look up to our parents. We resemble our parents, and we want to be like them.
Right.
And vice versa. As a parent now, as a new dad now, I'm hoping that I'm showing my son, or my dad showed me, how tough he was, how strong he was, how I can trust him. Mm-hmm. And it's tough, man. It really is. Especially not having that pillar the way he was, because when I think about being a father, I always think about my dad and how he always stood by us no matter what. So being a parent is all about sticking it through, mm-hmm. being strong, and looking out for your kids. And by the way, he did find us. Just let y'all know, if y'all was wondering, when we got home, where the fuck was y'all niggas at? So. But yeah, so I mean, that's what being parents all about. And we have to really be aware of our kids' location, mm-hmm. who they hang out with. That's my moral of the fucking story, because it's too much stuff happening in this world, guys.
Amen.
I'm not gonna go on a long soliloquy about this. I'm not a crime podcast. I'm not. We a love, relationship, parenting, and grief podcast, and
it fits the bill. It has parenting and then obviously grief.
Guys, Nolan Wills, and I know everybody getting tired of hearing it, and I don't care. This young man basically disappeared to me. Mm-hmm. And again, to the parent, the mother who was on that shit. Like, when you don't see your kid come back home, that's where honestly my heart drops. Hell, I wake up sometimes in the middle of the night looking at my son, making sure that he there. He can't go nowhere out. He attached to his mama like super glue, but it's scary. And he went out on a boat with his friends, and he never came back. No one knows nothing or seen anything. And his island that he went to was a popular spot. Everybody knew it was popular. It was a good place, I guess, to hang out.
I guess.
But no one's seen nothing. Now they got all the facts about the mission messages erased like Snapchats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff is smell bad, smell a little fishy. I can't really wrap my head around why. And I'm not trying to make fun of the cops. I'm not trying to blame anybody, but I'm gonna keep it real. That's what we do on this channel. We keep it
Mm-hmm.
real, and there is not enough evidence to find this young man, um, and what happened to him. But all of a sudden, he washes up on shore.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all had to identify him by his teeth.
But he only drowned, right?
And then not only on top of that, y'all not telling the family anything. The autopsy ain't telling the family nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, they had to fight to get their son keys from his so called quote unquote friends. They ain't no damn friends.
Had the nerve to say he was like a brother.
There is no way in hell he would have stayed on that island by himself. Now, unless he was hanging out with other friends. Now they said, hey, he wanted to hang out with other friends, and maybe they did. But again, if you came with me, you gonna leave with me.
Mm-hmm.
If you my real friend, you would have stayed back with me. But again,
Right.
to the parent side, just from a mom and dad point of view, not knowing that your son not coming home, not knowing that, hey, his phone is on land, but he's not knowing if he got into some scuffle or somebody robbed him or stabbed him or like everything going through your mind at that point as a parent.
Right.
And you start hearing stuff. And then what she do? She posts on her social.
Mm-hmm.
Then she filed a missing persons.
She filed and then she posted it.
And now we got all these people looking for him and they found him, but he's dead. I just, and you see a small little clip of him arguing with his friends, hey, give me my freaking phone. Like, there's a lot that's going on. There's a lot of questions, but not no answers.
Right.
And we all need answers because if that was me, man, I'll be heated. But what's really funny, guys, is that these quote unquote friends lawyered up real quick. And it's funny how their social medias is kind of gone before this even broke out. That's fishy. I don't know.
Yeah, and the parents just saying they did it all to protect themselves. Protect you from what? That's what I want to know. Like, what do you think you needed protection from?
You got some kind of guilty conscience of what? And a lot of celebrities, everybody commented on this and said, y'all all went there, but nobody know nothing. GOF, get the fuck on.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not fair. Now these parents not gonna see this young man graduate, not gonna see him become a grown man, have his own kids, not to be able to enjoy any more birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, 4th of July, any of that, because of one boat and little trip to the island to have and hang out and just to be a kid. But as a parent, but to me, this isn't no game.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't something where we can play with fire here. We have to be on our stuff, on it. You really do. And it's a sensitive topic because this is a black man, 3 white dudes, and 3 white people came back and a black person in. So I can see how this kind of plays out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all over the news. New York Press, Washington, D.C. Shout out to all the people who pushed this because, man, being a parent, that's a, I mean,
Mom's superstar because call it what it is. Mom's the one that did everything.
Yep.
The body washed up. That's the only thing you guys get to take credit for. I'm sorry. That's it. I haven't heard anything that anybody has found besides what Mom has found. Mom found the phone. Mom found the keys.
Mm.
Mom went and got the damn phone and the keys.
Mm.
Well, it wasn't necessarily her, but she had people get it.
Mm.
It wasn't the cops. It wasn't the volunteers. Regardless, I'm glad that the volunteers helped search and all that good stuff.
Right.
But all these people that have talked, quote unquote, to these other children and, their parents and whatever,
Right.
nobody knows anything, right? Nobody's saying what was said.
Right.
So, Mom's done it all. Because you ain't even telling Mom what they said. So, clearly, someone's saying something and just not letting Mom know. So, it sounds like a lot of stuff is being hidden to me.
Guys,
And that's just how I feel.
We're gonna keep following this case because they have an independent autopsy going on, which I highly give high praise to, because you can't trust certain people out there in Mississippi. You can't. So that's smart by the parents.
Right.
And again, to the celebrities who are funding the funeral and funding the autopsy and doing everything for him to get justice. My hat, hoodie, everything is off to you guys. And we're gonna keep following this case and let you guys know what develops, because
our prayers and love to the family.
Because this shit is serious. Because that could be your fucking kid.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure you gonna want answers. Because as parents, that's the scariest thing ever, not having a baby.
Living nightmare.
It is. Guys, we're gonna jump into the topic of family and what a village really is. I know you wanted to hit this and kick this off.
Yeah. Especially for like the new moms, or even repeated mom.
Yeah.
So many people talk about motherhood and how it takes a village to raise children, but nobody talks about the moms that don't have a village, the ones that don't know even what a village is. And sometimes we gotta make our own village.
That's true.
And a lot of times it is just a whole bunch of single moms becoming a village for another single mom. Because let's be real, a lot of people nowadays does not have, quote unquote, the perfect village anymore. I've noticed a lot of grandparents don't want to be grandparents anymore. They're not the the kind that want to hang out with their grandbabies or watch their grandbabies. If they do watch their grandbabies, it's always, well, what you gonna give me? What you gonna pay me?
What you gonna do for me?
Right. Or then hang it over their head. Well, I watched your kid. Okay. And I paid you. So you as a babysitter.
I want to know what happened to family. That's what I want to know. Family. I'm not telling you to watch my kid or take care of my kid forever. Spend time with your grandkids because they want to see grandma. Hey, granny, And again, not everybody perfect, and I get not everybody have time, but when you do have time, you instead of you hanging out with your grandkids, you rather go to the bar, you rather go to bingo night, you rather just do anything else other than go see your grandbabies who live only a couple minutes down the road. It don't make no sense to me, and you should always try to spend time, because these kids grow up and they remember who been there, who been present in their life. That's what I'm trying to get to. Be present in your grandkids' life.
Because I had my grandparents, so a lot of my childhood I do remember doing fun things with my grandparents, like my granny hood. One of my fondest times with her is playing video games with her. And I'm not a big video gamer, but we used to play Donkey Kong and Mario. And I used to love watching my granny. She would jump with the controller. And she would, oh, come here, you little turkey. She's a southern woman, so it was always so cute to watch her. And my grandpa cheering both of us on. And then my grandma Sharp, she was the first person to ever take me to the movies.
What?
and she took all her grandkids,
Yeah.
which at the time it was all granddaughters.
Oh.
We didn't have boys until a little later.
Yeah.
Um, and she took us all to the movies. I remember the damn movie. Obviously, it was that impactful. It was 101 Dalmatians.
Oh, okay.
We went and seen that. Then
Nice.
Grandma took us all back to her house, and we had a slumber party at Grandma's.
Grandma, let's get it.
And it's like, what happened to that? I love those times, and like,
Yeah, and it teach you so much about
right,
different things and responsibilities and how to properly do things. And grandmas be getting on mamas.
mm-hmm,
And that's always funny too.
right,
So, and it's still some parents out there, I mean, it's still some grandparents out there who take
right,
that job seriously. We ain't talking about you guys. We talking about the people who don't care, who aren't trying to be that kind of involved in their
right, right.
grandkids' life. And let me tell you something. I never had grandparents in my life, and both of my grandparents was deceased before I was born. I didn't get that privilege. But if you alive, well, and you got really too much, not really not going on, spend that time with your grandkids. Why not?
Right.
Why not come to the house like, hey, how you doing? I just want to stop by, say hi to the grandkids. How y'all doing? Let's get it.
And please don't be those grandparents on Facebook and social media acting like you the number one granny.
Right, been there the whole time. Shout out, hey birthday. Shout out, Valentine. Shout out to.
And you ain't even in their life like that.
Right.
Real. Don't do that. I see too many of y'all.
Stop trying to be fake pretenders.
You all on there talking about how you number one grand or the number one Paul.
Hell, but, even number one auntie, number one uncle.
Right.
When y'all never step foot in the house.
Right. And y'all talk about, I done raised my kids. Okay, I'm not asking you to raise my kids.
I'm asking y'all to be present in their life.
Exactly.
That's it. Present in their life.
Exactly.
Because you're going to want them people around when things happen. You're going to want your grandkids that love, that unconditional love. You don't want that.
And I have to say it to the other parents, and especially like mamas, because that's the ones I see it with in my little circle, I guess I could say.
Yeah.
If you have a grandparent that is wanting to be in your kid's life, let them. I get it. You and the daddy don't get along. Okay. But don't stop the dad from being a dad if he is a good dad.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. Don't raise the child above their head and, well, give me some money and you can see him. Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Let the dad see the baby. And if the grandparents want to see him, let them see him. I have a friend, she's a little older than I am, and she is a grandma. And she's a wonderful grandma.
Aww.
But recently her son had a new baby, and the mama doesn't like the daddy. So she's like, nope, you can't see him. And told my friend that she couldn't see her grandbaby.
Aww.
She could see pictures. And that was it. But then
because they got beef.
But then she wants to talk about nobody's there for her. And my friend over here begging to see this baby.
Take care of that baby. Spend time with that baby. Love that baby.
Don't do that. That's hurting that child. That ain't hurting. I mean, it is hurting them, but who it's really hurting is that baby.
It is.
So, y'all, think about the children. Don't think about yourself. Don't be so damn selfish.
Guys, my tips to you guys as a new parent is you're going to make mistakes. And you're going to learn a lot of different things. Like how every baby is different.
Very.
How some babies are very picky.
Yes.
They going to cry.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're not going to know why they crying. But you, as a parent, you try to play Blue's Clues or, and try to figure it out. Sometimes we got to take accountability because sometimes we tell our kids wrong things and we got to sit down and say, you know what, that wasn't the right thing to do or that wasn't the right thing to say. And yes, it's easier said than done. I'm not saying we're going to turn perfect the next day. I'm saying that it kind of just takes time, And like I talked earlier before about trust, that bond, that bridge, that gate, build that trust. Let them know like, hell, it's okay. Dad messed up too. Mom messed up too. We all messed up. But the important thing is we learn from mistakes. The most important thing is you told me what happened. You know, guys, building that trust, loving your child, being there for your child, having that real village that she
Mm-hmm.
just talked about. Because a lot of these people, again, they're gonna be uh, saying things and doing things, but they're not in that kid's life. So what do you know?
Mm-hmm.
What do you know about the parents who busting their butt and doing what they got to do for their kids? That's the main thing.
Right.
So we finna jump into our cringe of the week. The cringe of the week for me is that, again, this weird construction ways, and why do you shut off 2 or 3 streets and keep one street? Like, that's crazy. And the cones are so close to the damn car, sometimes you can't even fit through.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you fix the street you fix is already smooth, but the other one is all cracked up and messed up. Like, come on now.
Tell you they got your back. They're there for you anytime that you need, and then when you need them,
And then we found
yeah, they're nowhere to be found, but they expect you to be there,
and present.
and when they need you, jump, or say hi, and I just can't stand when people are like that.
But yes, guys, we love you. It's your boy Kamar.
And Kaylee,
Remember, guys, come for the fun.
stay for each other.
Remember, you're doing everything you can as a parent. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
No rule book. You got this.
Hell yeah. Peace.
Be my heartbreak.